So guys, this is my get ready with me. I'm just gonna do a green eye look that I had seen on Facebook. I think it's makeup something. Oh, my makeup, my art group on Facebook. Yes, I thought it was from another group. I don't know where my mind is at. But yes, so we're gonna get ready with me. We're gonna talk. Yeah, we got lots to talk about. So I'm going to start with my eyes first. This is like so new to me. I'm not the type of person who do the eye looks first and then into my foundation and contouring routine. I usually do my foundation set and so on first and then do my eye looks, but I'm gonna use a little bit of glitter today. So yeah, that glitter will be like all over the place. So I'm starting with the LA Girl Pro Concealer on the eyes. Just to there. So yeah. So I had a very eventful weekend. Well, Sunday. When I thought all I had to do was like cook the Sunday lunch and prep kids for school, iron uniforms and so on. I ended up in Mount Hope Hospital, Children's Hospital with my son. Yeah, boys again. So my son is an asthmatic because he would have gotten that from me. You know, doctors they said it's hereditary. So, but it wasn't his asthma this time. So Sunday morning, why my husband and I taking our extra 10 minutes of sleep, and it's so strange enough. Children do not like getting up early during the week for school. However, on the weekends when they can get a little extra 10-15 minutes of late sleep, these buggers would more prefer to get up early with no problems at all. So while lying on, I'm hearing them outside watching television, or so I thought they were doing, and enjoying the Sunday morning. Oh, my brush fell down. Enjoying the Sunday morning, they were actually being naughty. Usual kids' behavior. Go by daddy, let daddy help you. Go on. I don't know why you took off your dress. Yeah. So in usual behavior, they were being naughty. So I was hearing them being up to mischief. As your usual Trinity thing. Oh, behave outside there, sit and watch television. We're coming out there in a little bit. Then I heard my son kind of bawl out, and I know something happened. Like, I just spoke to the children like a minute ago. What is happening? So we rushed outside, and only to see my son got cut. Well, I am not one of those mothers who I don't perform well under stress with my children. So I instantly went into panic mode after seeing the blood all over the place. At first, we assumed because he was behaving wild in the living room with his elder siblings, is the reason why he was bleeding so much. Um, while my husband was checking the cut, he realized it was really bad. And we have a nurse who usually comes to my landlady to help with the care of her mother. And she came across and she was like, no, you don't need to carry to get stitches. And I couldn't look at the cuts because I know it would be proved to be too much natty and pee pee. Please go outside and have a seat. Go and get daddy to put on the dress. Yes. So I couldn't. I just. I'm not. Mm-mm. So we're using the BH Cosmetics palette here. Take me back to Brazil. And I'm going to use the light green. Hopefully it turns up on this because I didn't use a light concealer. So I'm going to use the light green into a little darker green. And I think I have a darker green somewhere here in another palette. Yeah, I think I do. But we'll build it up. Right. So we're going to apply this here. And I'm applying. So yeah, I'm back to the story. So she said it looked bad. It looked as if he needed stitches. And I couldn't stick around because I didn't want to see it outside. I didn't want to see it. What happened? Alright. Alright, baby. And it was just a lot. So we took him down to Mount Hope Hospital, and the nurse called us. Oh, well, I went inside with the doctor because I have to be there for my son. At least I thought I could have. So we're just gonna pack the product at the top there and then blend out after. So I just want to make sure that the product is packed there. I'm using a dense blending brush, applicator brush, sorry, to kind of get the product there and in place, and then I'll blend out after. So you're applying it on the outer part of, closer to the eyebrow bone here, and you see it's already kind of blending out a little bit on its own. I need to upgrade my camera, it's like sucks. So yeah, and he was alright. He was calm. He was a lot more calmer than I was. And PP get from there. So back to the story. While she's like, "Oh my goodness, what did he get cut from?" So I was like, "One of my mirrors." I have mirrors, a mirrored box, and my kids are usually very well behaved, but this Sunday they were testing the waters. Anyhow, so she said, "This cut is deep. It's to the back of at the side of his ankle, going around to the back of the foot." And he said he was jumping from chair to chair, which you all know Caribbean parents are. That is something we will go crazy over. Not the chairs that we are spending our money on. It's not a trampoline. Anyhow, I wasn't in a state of mind to deal with that then. So, very much she's doing the most. I need to go get a darker green and apply. I had put the darker green palette. 1 minute, guys. Alright, so I got the darker green, the James Charles palette, and I'm going to use this darker green in the crease of the eye, and then I'm going to cut the crease when I'm finished. Where did I put my applicator brush? Right. So after I apply it, then I am going to blend it out. So yeah, and the doctor now is telling me I need to hold his leg so that she can inject the anesthetic. Now look now. This is when your girl got a close-up look at the injury, at the cut. I didn't even realize I was acting hysterical. I'm just, mommy was pasting. I told the nurse, let me get my husband because this is not something that I am built for. PP, I am not speaking again. Come from at the bottom there. Yeah. This is not something I am built for. I cannot, let me get my husband. So I ran outside, out in the waiting room. I got my husband, he came back inside, and the nurse was like, Daddy, I need you to hold his foot, Mommy. Just keep him calm. He was twitching and crying to get the leg injected so that the anesthetic can work. So I'm now blending out the product, blending out the green. Yeah. And I was not in a good place. Natty, put the television on something you all can watch, please. Put the television on something you all can watch. People not watching that, that's the court thing your father likes to watch there. So, your girl was, I am not speaking to you again, eh? Why do I have to keep telling this child the same thing over and over? Yes. She just acts so naughty anytime I start to record. Come back here again, and I promise you. Mm-hmm. Yes. So she let me see. She pulled out the thread, the doctor, and started stitching. Well, look now. I walking back and forth. I didn't even realize the girl was jumping. No, the doctor told me, "Mom, have a seat outside because you're kind of panicking, and we don't want you to collapse inside of here." I started to cry. My son, why couldn't I get it together for my child? I, you got the control? Yeah, I'm back. I had to calm my daughter down. She was doing the most as usual. So yeah, still using the green and the James Charles, and I'm going to do the other crease. Trying not to make my shadows go on. No. Yeah, so I had to bounce and I had to get myself together. And I started to cry because I was like, in that instant, at that moment, my entire thought process went back to me, how much my son means to me, and how much I prayed for him. Because at the time before I had my son, I had two girls, and I always wanted a boy. To me, I always loved how boys love their mothers, and the one for a boy child after I lost my brother was really real, and I wanted that experience of having a son. When I finally found out that I was pregnant with a boy after having my ultrasound done, I was over the moon. Like I was like, yes, finally, I'm actually getting my boy. I'm finally getting my boy. When he was born, it was like a Khloe Kardashian, not Khloe, Kourtney Kardashian moment. Why pushing him out? Your girl bent over, hold his son while he midwife singing and tell him and take my child out, the woman watched me like, oh jeez, you know how many times have you said you did this before? I could not wait to meet him. It was like I have to meet my son. And at that moment I got myself together for him. I said, you see this? I need to be stronger for my child. I wiped up the tears and I went back into the room. And, you know, he was acting hysterical because mommy wasn't there. See why I love boys? Mommy wasn't there and he was, he didn't want to stay calm. They were having difficulties with him, and for me to come in the room, he was like, mommy, come, mommy, come. And I, I started to cry again, but not that, because of the injury, but because, I got myself together for him. I got myself to my son because he needed me more than ever. And, these stitches, I couldn't watch it, still couldn't watch it. I was more at the at his side, watching him as opposed to holding the leg. My husband did that part. I still couldn't do that part. So, and he was crying because he was still feeling some of the pain. They had to sew it up, or he probably was feeling the tugging from. Yeah, he probably was feeling the tugging more or less because I think he understood they would move quickly. And after it was done, he got about I don't know how many stitches he got now. And when it was finished, he was like, "Oh, mommy, I'm okay. Would I be okay?" I was like, "Yes, baby, okay, be okay." So he's been home for the past few days because of where the cut is. He was having difficulties walking. Why they looking so? Why is the camera? Ugh, it's so sucky. Yeah, he was having a little difficulty because the area was pulling tight. The stitching was pulling, and it is as a result of exactly where it was, which was causing it. With the green, you would find you have to really blender because yeah, how to blend these greens. It will take some blending time. Yeah, so it was hard. As a mother, it's difficult to see your children in pain, and not just in pain, knowing that they were injured, under your watch. And now you have to deal with this. And, everybody keeps saying, guys, always to always do the most. And I've seen it with my mom and my brothers. Tuesday or something else. But it's not easy as a parent. It's really not easy. It's not easy seeing your children in pain, and it's not easy being worried about them. So thankfully he's okay now. God is always good all the time. And yeah, that was my eventful Sunday while I thought all I had to do was wait for Game of Thrones. But, you know, yeah. So let me know, put some of your early mummies in there to let me know, what it is you had gone through, some of the experiences. We're gonna cut the crease now. Jeez. Sorry about that. Some of your experiences as a parent with your little ones, and what are some of the frightening experiences you've been through that has given you strength. It's just not easy. Cutting the crease is like holding your breath sometimes, especially for hooded eyes. It's like, I can't not cut this straight. Right there, so I'm going to just apply it to the area. Likes to give trouble. So I went ahead and do the glitter there, do the wing. Yeah. Yeah, your girl like had to make sure this thing. Yeah. So the glitter is not really coming out so well on camera. I don't know why, but we're gonna do this side. I'm gonna apply the white. I need a little denser brush to apply this white onto the lid. So the eye has already been concealed. Area and crease cut. So we're just going to do this quickly. Alright, so I created the wing, and now we're just going to just darken the water. I just want this color pop a little bit more in the corner of the eyes. I found I wasn't getting it to pop, so I just darken that. And then I'll do black there on top of the green and blending it in. I didn't have a darker green to use, so I had to use black. And that worked. Yeah. Yeah. So now look good. I'm supposed to do an extra line here, but this looks a glue back in some type of way. So I'm gonna put the lashes and come back in. Guys, so lashes are on. Now I'm going to apply my primer, kind of wipe off the excess glitter that was around. And we're gonna put the primer in the areas of my face that, because I already add my Pond's moisturizer to my skin. We're gonna apply the primer. And the primer that I'm referring to is the Revlon Color Stay Primer. God, my nails are awful, but what are you gonna do? As a mom that cooks and I do everything, it's just I can't function with nails on my finger, and I have really, really thin fingernails that break very easily. If I put this thing on it, this nail glue, this lashes glue. If I put nails on, it cracks my nails. So the most painful thing in the world is when you have on nails, false nails, and that thing cracks under the false nail. Look now, I could just feel the earth opening and taking me without that. No. So I can do without that pain. Function my nails up and so you have to excuse me. So primer is on. I had already primed my face, but the glitter kind of got all over the place, and I need to wet the sponge. Give me 2 minutes. Let me wet the sponge. So we're gonna apply the foundation. I'm gonna use my Revlon Color Stay Caramel 400 foundation. My daughters are passing. Yeah. So that was the story of a Sunday, and my son is doing a lot better. He's making noise right now. The computer, like doing the most. I don't know what it is when he's in by this computer. I don't know. There's a particular guy review that he watches on Facebook. What is my son doing on Facebook? On YouTube, who does game reviews, and this guy does like he's really extra. He's like noisy and I'm dying. They're taking me. Like, why is all unnecessary? Why? But my son enjoys it. He's like, oh, this guy is awesome. I have to send him something and ask him to give him a shout out for his birthday because he's been watching him since he was about 2 years old. And he's 6 years old now, so yeah. He really enjoys watching his reviews. It's kid friendly. He doesn't use any obscene, but he's very extra. Like, oh gosh, I'm dying, they kill me. Oh, see me rolling on the ground. It's like, I think he does a lot of Roblox reviews, and I just don't understand why he's so extra. Anywho, that's just my one and only piece of sand. Yeah, Nathaniel. Yeah, like, so I'm blending. It's like, I'm blending. I'm blending. So now I'm going to go in with the Sasha Cosmetics Buttercup Powder. So for those who don't know, Sasha Cosmetics has a buttercup powder and they have a translucent matte powder. I use the translucent matte powder because I like how it dries down with the foundation, and I have oily skin, so it mattes it and it looks so nice and blends in so perfectly. So that's why I use the matte translucent it's a perfectly translucent eye is the one I use, but Pennywise and the Sasha Buttercup Flash Friendly Powder. Yeah, they have yellow and I think they said that they are different shades, and I've never tried a different shade, so I really don't know. So we're gonna just press it in under the eyes. We're not gonna bake because I spend so much time with them eyes that are kind of like pressed for time. I love this buttercup powder, how it just like brightens in the areas that you apply it in. Look at that. Look at that, like, do I need anything else? So you just press it into the skin and it looks so perfect already. Like, yes, Sasha, you have brought your A game with this powder. Like, the person who like did this for you, who came up with the formula for this, needs to be recognized. This has been a game changer for Sasha. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. Yes. Look at that. Look at that now. Like, I'm already there. I'm ready. So now we're gonna use the matte and set the foundation any ears. I'm not gonna put much powder on my nose today because going I'm not going to be spending a long period of time outdoors. Usually I put a significant amount in the areas of my face where I sweat a lot or hold a lot of oil, not really sweat, but hold a lot of oil. So here, my nose, on above my lips there, my T-zone. But because I'm not going to spend any significant time outside, it's not going to affect my foundation. We're pressing it into the skin to set it. Oh, my eye, pulling on my eye. These are the plastic backings, you know. I'm going to be setting it in place. I'm going to set. Already looking like a dolly. These eyebrows, like, you being naughty. I'm using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour Palette. And I think Selfish Cosmetics, it's another Facebook vendor. They have like one something up. I think, yeah, but one something I could be wrong, so you can check on mine and see. But BH Cosmetics has been really good in their products. See how small my face looks already? It's way smaller, just by contouring. It's that illusion. Yeah. So we're gonna contour the nose, and oh, I didn't even show you the brush I use. My contour brush from BH Cosmetics. All my brushes are from BH Cosmetics. We're going to use a larger blending brush, if I can find it. Right over my eyes. A larger blending brush from BH Cosmetics. I love this brush for contouring my nose. It really looks beautiful. So I have to get up close and personal with my nails. Green on this or something. I swear I'm seeing green on my nose. Alright, so now we're going to use a little bit of blush. I know a lot of people don't like using blush, but I love it. I find it looks nice on me. So this we're going to use the LA Colors blush palette that I would have purchased at Wonderful World when they had their sale. This thing, I love it. It stays like all day on the face. What is going on with this airplane plastic? Plastic making all this noise. My blending sponge, I just like using this blush. It goes on beautiful. the other judgment color. This is like another line no cloud. I have another line no cloud. So we go into where is I'm going into the LA Girls blush collection pinky palette. So we're going to I need to use the highlighter next. I love my highlights like from space. You gotta see me like I'm a distance. Who is that I will know that I love? She's like the highlight queen. Highlight, highlight. Just a dash of highlights. Okay. I do the most. This lips call for like nude lips. I don't think a dark red. Look at here. Oh, green might be a little too much. I think a nude lip would look nice. I just love nude lips. Like, I can't help it. So we're going to do BH Cosmetics. What color is this? Stephanie. Yeah. BH Cosmetics Matte Lip. And it's in Stephanie. I don't know why. Where's my mirror? So yes, you see Bill getting better at applying this makeup so you all can see it. Instead of like in the corner, you're seeing it like here. Yes, I knew it like this. It just makes the blush looks like damn. This little pinky thing looks like a good. I'm feeling hot. Oh my god. So you saw how I applied lipstick. You go all around the perimeters of the lip. Let that dry down. And then we're going to just use a little bit of the highlights again. Right in keep it go to the top of the lip here. I just like it a lot. And a little glitter just make this look good. So now to set the makeup, I am going to set my face with the Revlon Color Stay setting spray. I also added some glycerin to it because I find it wasn't really setting my thing so good, my makeup. Just put a little bit in it, and I find it kind of helping because of all the matte stuff I would have used. It wouldn't have my skin looking too dry. So I use matte foundation and matte powder, and because my skin is oily, it was looking a little too dry with all the matteness going on. So, oh, I forgot. I ain't put this thing on my eyelashes. How could I forget? If I can find it. Right in front of my eye again. Let me just fix up them eyelashes. And I'm using the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express. And I think this is by Maybelline. It got a little clumpy, and I didn't like that. It's just like so clumpy sometimes. And you would find that with mascara, that when you keep doing this, you grind on the mascara. So I don't know what else to do. But I found when you use eye drops in the mascara, it helps loosen it up and it gets back its consistency because this one was like totally dried out. And by putting the eye drops in it, I got back.
Mommy?
Mm-hmm.
You got my daddy?
No, never made that today.
Daddy!
Every time I do my makeup, I think we're gonna make Granny. Love your grandmother. You know, I've always wanted that for my children because growing up, I spent a lot of time by my grandmother. May she rest in peace. Fanny, Little, and Belmont, and she was like my everything, you know. In our days, a lot of you who were 80s kids were born in the 80s. You would know that, growing up, your grandmother, you would spend a lot of time with them, with your grandparents, because your parents had to go to work and they would be the first form of babysitting, you know.
Mommy,
So
mommy, you doing
the-
what?
not yet baby, and they, they have always left a lasting impression in your life, and I always wanted that for my children. So when she had passed, it I was pregnant with my last daughter, and that really bothered me. It was like I took it hard. My granny was my everything. So she was one of the persons that I looked up to, and I loved her. She. Mm, I don't want to cry to get my makeup all messed up, but I miss her. They're not gonna get to know the woman who spoils me growing up. So yeah, so now they're very close to my mom, and I'm glad that they're growing. As a parent, you want the best for your children, and knowing their grandparents is important. And because we don't live that close to my mom, they would not have that kind of intimate relationship that I would have had with my grandmother. But they can still have the opportunity to know my mom and experience being spoiled by your granny and experience being loved by your granny. So
Hello.
I'm glad
Hello.
for that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they always ask me to my granny. I'm glad that they enjoy spending time with my mom. That's what I want for my children. They can't experience the kind of life that I would have had, where we would walk through different communities and pick mangoes from the tree. You can't do that now. You can't walk through nobody's community because you ain't too showing on boxer. But at least they have that experience of having my mom as their grandmother in their life. Look at Glitter, but what is this? So I'm glad for that.
Mommy, see my eyes.
Close it.
I close it.
So makeup is set.
Mommy, you
So
did
for
this.
those who leave me a message, leave me a comment. Let me know about your experiences with your kids and their grandparents. And for those who don't have children as yet, that's something you can look forward to. Even if you don't really have children, not even on your mind, you have your nieces and your nephews, and being close with them is, it's a blessing. They're gonna have the auntie that spoils them or the uncle that spoils them. You never know. God has all you have God children who are in your life, and they're gonna look up to you as that person that could leave a lasting impression in their life. Or you're mentoring a child or a person in your community. Be a positive influence in their life. Right. So makeup set. Look at this thing now. So ladies, tell me what you think. Guys, tell me what you think. So leave me a comments in the comment section below. I don't even need to put on a wig. I just pop in just so. Look at it. It's snatched.
Yes, nah.
Yes, a snatch. Mommy snatched. Mommy looking hot.
Mommy. Mommy.
So guys, I'm gone. That's it. So you would receive all the. You would have alright. Don't play with my eyelashes. Oh, for those of you who don't, I use some Kiss eyelashes that I would have purchased a Wonderful World. It's like one something for the pack of 5 with 5 minutes. You see why I reach already? Yes, and they are nice. They are lightweight. You don't really get any difficulties in putting it on. So look at that. And the glitter, thank you, darling. The glitter I would have used it's the Lumi Halo Graphic glitter. This is what I would have purchased in BVS Cosmetics. Yeah, and the glue would have been the Sassy eyelash glue, and it's $17.95 Pennywise. So if you did not know, the palette I use the James Charles. and as you know, the Take Me Back to Brazil, and the colors look so good. Yes, darlings. Yes, I can stop blinking. So I'm going. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the makeup. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and share with your family and your friends, darling. I am out. Thank you for spending this time with me, and we will link up on the next video, darling. I'm out.